let us continue playing the Sunless Sea, where I forgot to do a couple of things. Firstly, I did submit the port report, but I do have whispers of moves in the Great Game, which I can now reveal 2 of to him. Gain a few Admiral favour, and also there and there. 30 echo, 30 echo. So there we go, that gains us up to 14. Nothing much else I can really do there, so we shall leave that. Though if we can get a report on a particular bit of this, then maybe... hold on, did he not... Hold on. We'll purchase intelligence from you. Hold on. I was just going to find out from my journal whether I need to go and do anything. Where's my objectives here? Port Cecil. Okay, so I still need to do Port Cecil. That'll be why he's not done with... Oh, nope, charts. So, Port Cecil is over there. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to do Pigment Isle, Gator's Morn, drop that person off there. Karn's Shadow, where I may or may not pick up another Suncatch box. I did check on the wiki about the Isle of Cats. Yes, I can get slightly more there. I get 500 or the 400. However, if I get 500, I also lose that catch box. The Bruiser did not apparently make me lose any of them, so, you know. So we'll probably head down to there. I'll probably head up to Port Cecil, down towards the Empire of Hands, which is down here. And then from there, we'll make our way slowly back via the Salt Lions and back to London. And then the time after that, we'll do the canal and the trip up, shall we say. So, let's first off buy some fuel. Unfortunately, full price fuel, as it turns out. The Solace Fruit, I didn't actually check on. I should really have done. But if we find that sellable for more than 50, I'll sell that there. If I not, I'll probably sell it by my next time. The other reason I'm not really doing it now is because actually it's not taking up any positions on our hold. So, you know. The other thing we may want to do when we get to Karn's Shadow is pick up that gem, because we can turn that into an heirloom, which obviously will be more money for our next captain. Or at least I believe that's the idea. It's basically securing a high... Okay. It didn't warn me about that, but maybe there is some penalty for all this money I'm getting up there. Fun times, fun times. Okay, well, let's pick up as much fuel as we can get. $20 fuel, and I'll just up my supplies to 12. Leave me 2 more, which I will spend on fuel, actually. I know I've got a full crew, so I'm likely to burn supplies slightly faster than I have been doing, but I think that is the way to go with this. You know what, I'm actually okay. I was kind of thinking about something there. Oh, we don't have an after item anyway, so we're off. No lights while we're in London because we have 0 terror. Otherwise, I might be inclined not to. So, we'll go Pigment Isle, Gator's Morn, and we'll see where we go from there. A long trip we have to make here, so let's try not to burn too much of fuel now. If we can get back without going to 50 terror, that'd be awesome. That's why I'm kind of hugging the light a little bit here. But the more we can do without worrying about that, the better. So, to Pigment Isle, where there is another darn fog bank. In many ways, the fog banks appear to be almost a gimme, but I will be down on terror anyway, so what's the harm in having a little more? We me into the snares. This also assumes that Pigment Isle will have done something here. I've sent them into Revolution. I don't know whether that was a good thing or not. Apparently we're not suffering... I was about to say, we seem to be suffering less fog penalties there for some reason. Oh well, we're out of them now. And our terror is currently at 4. So there's certainly nothing to complain out there. Right, St. Haven. 5 terror. And our first stop. Pigment Isle has fallen. And I've got to get rid of something. Oh, I've got to get rid of 3 things for this. 5 skin log, though. Somebody needed that. And I'm sure it's expensive. So... this is why we need a bigger hold. Alright, let's get rid of 2 supplies there. Gained 3 Tales of Terror. We gained 5 Terror. Pigment Isle has fallen. I have 1 secret. So far I've killed 2 islands. I've killed Hunter's Keep and I've killed Pigment Isle. And all before I could steal the darn Rat Star. Alas, poor Ratman, we will miss you. Okay, so Gator's Morn it is then. I probably should have just made them pander to one empire or another, but, you know, we're learning things for future playthroughs. Make the rats powerful or don't bother with it. I assume there is enough time to do it, but... but oh well. Alright, crew is fed. We have 8 food only. I'm actually a little worried about that. Also, we always encounter pirates here, so I'm waiting for that to happen. I see you up there. You seem to have run aground, actually. Wait, it's nothing for me to worry about just yet. I'm probably not going to dock at Khan's Heart this time, though, because already our suspicion levels are going a bit high, and that's looking less and less likely to pay off for me in the long run. So we dock. It is Morn. 72% chance of that. We shall drop off for Shady Sort. 120 Echo. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That was basically a freebie. 57% chance to gather intelligence. We succeeded and gained our port report with no problems. Let's go and have an evening here. We did gain some Echo, so... succeeded in another Veils challenge. Lost 50 Echo, lost 5 Terror. We shall explore the Morn, which will cause us to be attacked. Oh no! View from above. We can pray to stone. We can consider our future. Or we can consider our past as a priest. We gained 5 hearts. Okay, so a further buff to this. Inspire, heals, and defend. Helps with terror checks. Certainly cannot complain about all that. Let's overhear the Pirate Poet. Now we're hearing nothing about that. Moving on. So, straight to Khan's Shadow, where we have hopefully enough money to do something. We have lost 5 iron, but we did upgrade our weapon. So in terms of an overall trade, we're now doing more damage. 20 to 28. Certainly fine, and our terror is now up to 10. Once it gets to 20, I'm probably going to turn the lights on permanently, but for now, I'm okay with holding it off for the moment. I will, however, shimmy into the light and just try and mitigate something. Khan's Heart, 11 terror. Terror. See, it's only really a problem when it gets near 50. As long as we keep it below 50, we're absolutely fine here. 7 food has been eaten, though. I may need to pick some up if we're going to do this the whole way around. Port Cecil. That's the way we need to go actually after this, so pick up some fuel, head to Port Cecil. We dock, Khan's Heart. Compile the port report, and let's have a look at what you've got available here. Traveller's Friend. So we can buy fuel for... Actually, these are both cheap. Unfortunately, I can't afford a cap. Alright. So, if I get a lot of money, and actually, both of these are fine. I do have a lot of hearts, so the plus 10. Oh, it's got to be equipped to the aft. Okay, so I can't buy that. But an extra mirror catch box definitely seems tempting. One more cargo space, so let's go with 19 and 10 there. And these I can actually just buy. This belongs in a museum. I'm not going to buy any just yet. I'll wait to see how many I need to make it worth my while. And I can't sell Skintlock here. So, where is Port Cecil in relation to things? A long way up. Yeah, fine. We need to go there. It just means the Empire of Hands may have to wait for the time being. The Undersea is restless. But hey, we got some extra stuff for the men, so all good there. We'll stick by the lights again to try and mitigate any terror increases. We are currently at 16. Worst comes to worst, I can just... Let's have a look, where are we? Getting close. We know there's another torch coming up here, even though we are entering the fog. Cook the engines. Okay. We cook the engines enough, we get out of there. All clear. And what are we now on? We're now on 18. And we're actually quite close to Port Cecil. This actually hasn't taken quite as long as I thought it might. Oops. I meant to put the lights on. So Skylar's End. I also noticed that we did need to pick up secrets for a lot of what we were going to upgrade the study for, so maybe it's worth me holding on to some. Mind you, maybe I'm just trying to do everything in this one playthrough, because it doesn't feel as if I'm going to be able to. Certainly, in the next playthrough, I'll be able to at least find out what's going on with Hunter's Keep a bit more. Potentially. So where's Port Cecil? It's just up there. 18 and 9. I think we can still make the Empire of Hands on this run. Because all we pretty much got to do is go straight down, so... As long as nothing too terrifying encounters us on the way, should all be good. I mean, it's tempting to go north and just wrap around that way. Certainly that would be the safer way to go, but this game is about taking risks, and right now I want to take a risk. So, Port Cecil. I'd also like to just get everybody off at one point. 49% chance of chess. Contact in the labyrinth. Okay, we now have strategic information, which the Admiralty wants. Let's go and gather intelligence and get the port report, since we're here anyway. A very chancy chance to gather Skintlock. Marvelous jewellery or terribly expensive tea. I like the terribly expensive tea aspect of it. But I think what I'll do is I will just go and explore the coral knoll around here. Straightforward challenge to explore the ruins. 20 fragments, we've succeeded in the Veils challenge. Half chance at chess. A loss. Gain fragment, gain 1 terror. Let's try again. Failed. I'll go one more. One more games. Okay, we gained 3 secrets from that, actually, and gained a page. Here in the Principles, that can be very dangerous. I think we're done with that. That's 33% chance. We need more pages in order to make that work for us, so... 27, actually, that's enough. Since I did improve my... Since the Terrastat did go up there, I'm happy to go down. And I think down is exactly where we're going. We need to go and continue the exploration a little more. Let's throw out a Z-Bat and just see what's around here, actually. There's plenty of stuff we haven't quite explored yet. And I do have secrets to convert, but I'm actually happier to hold on to those right this moment. While I just fill in the remaining gaps. Yeah, I'm happy to just work down this side of the map and just move along. Pick up a few extra fragments and things. Like this, for example. Guarded by not oracles. They're not oracles, you say? What's that hanging around? Oh, God. It doesn't seem interested, so I'm actually happy for it to remain not interested. Burning. Hey, we discovered a new place. What do you say we enter? Welcome to Wisdom. A carnate prison, eh? Okay, let's compile a port report. High risk challenge. Rescue a prisoner, high risk challenge. It's unlikely to be profitable unless you have someone specific in mind. I don't think we do have anyone specific in mind, so let's just check where we are on the map here. Yeah, we still need to go down, and this is a new place, really, so... We're still going quite fast because we have, of course, still burning the engines at this stage. There we go, back to normal speed. But okay, we found new places. Always happy to find new places. 7 food remains. I'm sure we can pick up some more supplies somewhere, and I probably should have done so there, actually. Also, I'm going to have to cut across once we get to a bit further down, though that looks interesting enough that I'm going to have a quick detour. Is that seriously nothing? Come on, game. What are these places? Tell me. I'm interested. I found another dock, actually. So the Fathom King's Hold. And that looks like something that's a bit terrifying in front of me there. Larkin's Port, named for the most enterprising of the drownies. Phosphor cells burn green somewhere below. The king awaits. I need a Z story to attend that. Let's compile the port report. Trade for drowning pearls. There's nothing else here. Let's permit some shore leave. Gained 10 hunger, gained 1 fragment, gained 5 terror. Well, that didn't seem worth it. Off we go. But an extra port report is an extra port report, and we can now move ourselves this way. Look, White's Reef. No islands. Well, we'll keep exploring. The Empire of Hands is directly this way. 6 food remains. I'm getting ever more concerned about that, but I think on the Empire of Hands we can get some food somewhere. I suppose they could always eat rocks. They'll eat rocks, right? If I make them. And we do have the cannibal trait, I think, still, so we could always eat somebody. Oh, and hooray for that music. I love that music, you know. It's always telling me good things. Always telling me good things. Empire of Hands. I've already been there, but okay. Unless there is another dock somewhere. I mean, I already know it was there, but okay. But yes, we will dock with the Empire of Hands. Gain the extra 50 fragments for that. Probably going to check out how many secrets we got in a moment. Green glass and basalt, salt and silence. Crew has been fed. We have 5 supplies remaining. We dock. A delightful welcome. Delightful adventurous was over there. Feel free to damp the place. Oh well, we shall endure. Oh dear. Payment for the journey. Man with no face. Improfan's monkey business quality is now 10. We get 200 echoes for this. Audience with the civilized mayor. Compile the port reports. Yep, we have the port reports. Let's have a chat with the civilized mayor. Acquire fresh supplies. And I'm going to do that 2 or 3 times here, I think. Sell your soul to the mayor. Yes, let's avoid that. As I've mentioned before, I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. I'm actually quite willing to spend a little more on this, but I think with 8 we've got enough to get back. So I'm going to buy 9. Completely go against what I just said because, you know. Alright, Shore Leave. What's the worst that can happen here? Okay, we found that. Yes, we are a good human. Sailing the Empire of Hands. Okay, we still need a gift for the Sovereign Imp for that to sort that out. So, Keepsake Village. Join a raid on the Empire of Hands with the cannibals. Dine at the captain's table. Oh yeah, go to your search. Okay, trade that for Foxfire Candles. We can trade dynamite. Live specimen for a flare. That seems a bit bad, actually. I suppose I'll trade that for dynamite. What can I do with 3 sticks of dynamite, though? Dunno. We'll leave you to your search. And we shall return to the boat. I don't think there's anything else I really need to do here. Fountainhead Island. Visit the delightful adventurous' house. Yeah, well, yeah, there we go. Gifts for the Monkey Emperor. Nobody's watching. Oh dear, we've stolen from... Okay, let's speak. Okay, Vault of the First Emperor. Delightful archaeology. Stolen days of what the ancient team should be. Outside the vault. To rush daring, darling is to court tragedy. No, let's leave it to her work. Zeppelin could be an opportunity. Alright, now we return to the boat. But now we do have the gift. I suppose we can now gain access to the court. Emperor of Hands, Wild Wield status quality is now 5. Summoned by the Emperor. Official welcome. 31. Return the bow. After all, you are in front of the Emperor. Oh, I don't like this. The Great Exodus. Zeppelin that will take them to a new home far away from here. Materials for the journey. Let's help them complete their Zeppelin. We'll status in court by supplying the Zeppelin. Contribute supplies to that. Unfortunately, I really can't afford to do it right this moment. So I think we're going to be leaving. Still, interestingly, we met the Emperor. We move on from that. And I have enough supplies to definitely make it back home. And I should have enough hold space, I think. Actually, how are we doing for hold space? 10. By the time we get to the salt lines, we should be able to sort that out. So let's head to Visage and just add that support report on. If there's anything down here I can encounter anyway. Nothing in range. Okay, so we'll head back to Visage. We'll then keep going left. Probably go a bit south than we were before, see if we can add some more areas to the map. And failing that, of course. Failing that, we'll just keep our crew, go and get the Rockmen for London again. That's another 120 Echo or whatever it was. And see how things go. I don't know if there's anything towards the south of the map, but I'm willing to have a look. Always willing to have a look. Okay, the Reef of Roses. We did already put this on our map, but I don't think we found anything here that's dockable. Isle of Cats. Wrong bit, so... Okay, we now know where that is. Guess where we're going? Isle of Cats. +1 port report, always worthwhile. Unfortunately, we do seem to be a bit dodgy on the food front. Always seem to be a bit dodgy on the food front, actually, come to that. I might split the video off here. I know it's going to be short, but I imagine when we get to the surface, it'll be a short addition to that. So I'll probably do trip back to London and then south back to the surface, and hope that our 10 crew is enough to do this. If not, I might consider buying an upgraded ship just to... the Cats was added. Darn Fogbank. Okay, where's the dock? Port Cavendish is over there. Okay. Let's see what the Z-Bat says at this point. No one's in range. I was really close to this. Why did I not find this when I was here last time? Don't know. Don't know. If I can buy some more fuel and supplies, I might actually go and do a full port run and just head north and just get even further around this before I go out to the surface. Port Cavendish. Piratical welcome. 5 Echo. Would you like to bribe me not to write down your details in this nice little ledger? Why, certainly. Please don't write down that. I know menaces one suspicion. The Rose and Tiger. Their house sign is a tiger painted the colour of rose petals. Crimson Veiled Nun? Okay, clandestine doings. Okay, leave the alehouse. Laws of the land. Everyone wears the cat's eyes here. You are almost certainly beneath his knowledge. Indeed, we clearly are. Compile the port report, though. And there. Okay, so it's a high-risk challenge to sell that. Unfortunately, we don't have any that are currently done that. We can buy a shipment of red honey. Can also buy fuel and supplies here. The honey tongue. Meeting with the King's Claw. Ask what red honey is. Okay, well, our terror is now at 48, I've just realised, so maybe we are a bit worse for wear here than I thought. Come for the Z, Captain. More passing awareness than knowledge, really. Good to know. Your actions will attract the pirate king notice. You need 5 to gain notice of a patron. Okay. Cavendish Abbey. Fuel for the bee smokers. Perhaps not. Okay, so I don't think there's anything we can actually do here then. So, I'm just going to quickly check where we are in relation to things. Yeah, I think we'll keep heading. I'm going to end the video here for the moment. We're going to keep heading west, see if we can find anything else on the map that we can add. We'll go and do the Utter Shroom, Salt Lions, and back home, I think, and that will probably do us there. Then we'll see exactly where we stand on things. So, I shall say until next time.